Aloha, beautiful souls, and welcome back to episode 39 of the Happiness Hub. I am Marianne Rouse, your guide on this journey to financial and time freedom. Today, we are diving into something that's often overlooked but incredibly important: finding beauty in everyday life. We're all hustling and striving for that next big goal, whether it's in business, relationships, or personal growth. But there's so much beauty right in front of us, waiting to be noticed. When we learn to recognize it, it shifts our energy, our mindset, and ultimately what we attract into our lives. Now, I want to start by sharing a story about someone most of you have probably heard of: J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series. Long before she became a household name, she was living in a cramped flat as a single mom, barely making ends meet. Her situation was anything but glamorous. In fact, she was rejected by 12 publishers before anyone even gave her book a chance. But here's what I find most inspiring about her story. Even in the middle of her struggle, she found moments of beauty that kept her going. She often talks about how writing in cafes, sipping on a cup of coffee, gave her a sense of calm and joy. Imagine that, a small everyday ritual in the midst of chaos. That is the kind of beauty I am talking about today. It wasn't grand or life-changing in the moment, but it helped her to push through some of her hardest days, and eventually she found massive success. So what's the takeaway? You don't have to wait for the big moments to feel joy, peace, or beauty in your life. You can find it every day. The cup of coffee in your hand, the morning sunlight filtering through the window, or even the simple act of taking a breath. Let's talk about some things you can do right now to start noticing the beauty in your everyday life. If you've been following me for a while, you know I am all about gratitude. I talk about it so much because it works. There's a reason why gratitude attracts abundance. When we start each day by focusing on what we are grateful for, no matter how small, it shifts our energy. And what we focus on expands. Here's a simple practice. Every morning, write down 3 things that you are grateful for. Don't overthink it. It can be as simple as, I'm grateful for my morning cup of tea, or I'm grateful for my health. What happens when you do this is that you start training your mind to look for things to appreciate. It changes your mindset from focusing on what's lacking to focusing on what's abundant. When you live in that space of appreciation, it opens you up to notice more beauty around you. And the more beauty you see, the more positive energy you attract. It is a beautiful cycle. We live in such a fast-paced world, don't we? It's so easy to rush from one task to another, constantly thinking about the next big thing. But one of the best ways to find beauty in the everyday is to simply slow down. Here is a little exercise that you can try today. The next time you are about to rush through something, whether it's eating lunch, heading into a meeting, or even walking to your car, pause. Take a deep breath and just for 30 seconds, be fully present in that moment. Notice the details, the colors around you, the sounds that you hear, even the feeling of your feet on the ground. When you allow yourself to be present, you will start to see beauty in places you never noticed before. Another powerful way to bring more beauty into your life is to reconnect with nature. We often overlook the healing power of being outdoors, but I promise you, it is one of the quickest ways to shift your mindset and energy. It doesn't have to be a big, long hike or trip to the beach. Even stepping outside of your door for a 5-minute walk can do wonders. Look up to the sky, feel the breeze, notice the trees or flowers around you. Nature is abundant. And when we spend time in it, we feel more abundant too. It helps us to realign with the beauty that's always there, but often gets drowned out by our busy lives. Beauty isn't just in our surroundings, it is also in the connections that we have with other people. When was the last time that you truly looked someone in the eye, smiled, and appreciated them for who they are? Whether it's your partner, your child, a colleague, or even the barista who makes your coffee, take a moment today to connect. Say something kind or simply share a genuine smile. These small acts of connection are beautiful because they remind us of our shared humanity. And when we make a habit of noticing beauty in others, we create a ripple effect of positivity that attracts more meaningful relationships and deeper connections. Finally, I encourage you to create a little beauty rituals in your day. Just like J.K. Rowling found peace in her cafe writing sessions, you can create simple rituals that bring more joy into your life. It might be taking 5 minutes to enjoy your morning coffee without distractions, lighting a candle in the evening, or reflecting on your day. Or how about listening to your favorite music while you cook dinner? These small acts may seem insignificant, but when you do them intentionally, they become little moments of beauty that can shift your mindset and brighten your day. The beauty of life isn't reserved for the big moments. It is in the small, everyday things we often overlook. When we learn to appreciate those that are around you, we attract more abundance, more positivity, and more success into our lives. And it is a powerful reminder that life doesn't have to be perfect to be beautiful. Now, before we wrap up today, I want to invite you to subscribe to the Happiness Hub if you haven't already done so. That way you never miss an episode. And if you found today's episode helpful, please share it with someone who could use a little more beauty in their life. A hui ho, toodle pip, and until next time, remember to keep finding beauty in those everyday moments. Aloha.